Hello. Hi, my kids. I love you. This is your grandpa, and I'm here to read you another story. And I want you to check out my shirt first. Look, it's Jurassic Park. That's cool, huh? Row, row. Tell your daddy to take you to see that movie. That's a good movie. Okay? So, this is for you, Hannah, and for you, Natalie. I love you, girls. You're majitas. I want you to know I think about you all the time. Okay, I tell everybody about my beautiful little granddaughters. So anyway, I'm going to read you a story. Okay, this is from your grandpa, and your grandma says to say hi and to tell your mom and dad we said hello too. Okay, the story is called "The Little Mermaid: A Special Song." And right here they show the crab sinking. He's tapping his thing because he's talking to everybody. Okay, and the crab's name is Sebastian. He says, "May I have your attention, please?" Sebastian called the crab and tapped his baton on the podium. King Triton's birthday was in a couple of days, and the court musicians were planning a special performance. Triton's daughter Ariel would sing while the orchestra played a brand new tune, and Sebastian wanted the concert to be spectacular. But they still had a lot of work to do. The crab raised his baton, and the musicians began to play beautiful music, and it filled the sea until clang! Who did that? Sebastian demanded. I did, the young mermaid, Coral replied quietly. See, she's the young mermaid over there. Which one is she? This one. I think it's this one here. She says, I did. And then the best way to play the cymbals is to hold on to them. That's what he told her. She said, now there are no more interruptions, Sebastian said grumpily. Let's continue. Then the rehearsal went from bad to worse. The coral dropped her cymbal a second time. Clang! And then she tripped and launched on the top of the kettle drum. As Ariel watched, Sebastian threw down his baton. Rehearsal is over! The crab yelled and he stormed off. I guess he was crabby, huh? He got mad. So here's Ariel and the little girl talking. The other one, they're talking to each other, and they said, Ariel helped Coral up. She said, don't mind Sebastian. I'll never be able to get this song right, let alone perfect. Coral said sadly. Don't worry about it, Ariel said. The only thing I'm perfect at making Sebastian is to be mad at you. You should have seen his face the last time I went to the surface. You've been to the surface? Coral asked, amazed. You must be the bravest mermaid ever. I just wanted something that I like to do. It's just something I like to do, Ariel said. I'm always gathering treasures. Would you like to see my collection? I'd love to, Coral exclaimed. And the two maids swam over to Ariel's grotto. I guess that's like her little room, you know. And that's what they're talking right there. So she's there. They're in her grotto right now, you know. And that's where the grotto is. And Ariel says, make yourself at home. Ariel told Coral when they arrived. Flounder the fish was there, and he waved a fin at them. And the young mermaid swam around examining the jewelry and the shiny trinkets. Where did you find all of this? Coral asked, and she put on a strand of pearls. Put on a real pretty necklace. I found some of them in sunken ships, replied Ariel. And you've been inside of sunken ships? Coral said with a gasp. Weren't you scared? Of course not. Were you, Flounder? Ariel teased. No, nothing to it, the fish fibbed. So what are we waiting for? Ariel asked. Let's go. Now they're going on an adventure. And then she's talking to Flounder here. Coral asked Flounder. Coral and Flounder trailed behind Ariel, and soon they arrived at a ship that had sunk to the ocean floor. Let's see what's in there, Ariel urged. Her friends followed her through a large porthole, and inside the ship, Ariel found an old steamer trunk. This big old trunk right here. Can you see the trunk? This one right here. They found this trunk full of jewelries. And look at this, she cried, holding up a purple parasol. And this? Coral exclaimed, picking up a fancy lamp shade. I wonder what this is for. My friend Scuttle can tell us, Ariel said. Follow me. Where are we going? Coral asked Flounder. To the surface, he replied. As a matter of factly, they're going up to the top of the ocean. See, that's where they found all the dresses and stuff. So she goes up to the surface. And soon the friends arrived at the surface. Scuttle the seagull examined the treasure. That's a twirl-riffer, he said, looking at the coral's lampshade. It's what human ladies wear when they're going somewhere important. And before long, the friends had to leave, and they headed home. Coral asked Ariel if she could keep the twiffler at the grotto. It might get broken at home, she explained. Of course, Ariel agreed. The grotto is my secret place, and it can be yours too. And see, that's her friend. His name is Scuttle the Seagull right here. This one right here. That's the friend. Okay. So what she did, they're back at the grotto, saving the treasure. A few days later, Ariel swam toward the grotto, and she heard someone singing. That voice was strong and clear, but sweet too. And when Ariel arrived, she saw her new friend. Coral, I didn't know you had such a lovely voice. You should be singing in the concert and not playing the cymbals. The little blonde mermaid shrugged. I just like singing to myself, she explained, and I'd never actually performed, and she had such a pretty voice. Like that. The next day at the rehearsal, Sebastian made Ariel and the orchestra practice over and over, but something always seemed to go wrong. The big day is tomorrow, the crab said, fretting. This concert needs to be fit for a king, he said like that. King Triton, to be exact. Let's try it again. So they did, and the rehearsal went on, but by the end of the afternoon, everyone was tired. See you tomorrow, said her voice was very raspy. See, they all got tired right over here singing for that Krabby Crab. And then they're all meeting there, and on the day of the concert, Ariel could only whisper. She had lost her voice. Luckily, she knew who could take her place. Me? Said Coral. Coral said when the princess asked her. She said, but I can't. She said, you must. Sebastian insisted. Otherwise, King Triton's birthday celebration will be ruined. I can't sing in front of the crowd of mere people, Coral said, pleading. Sure you can, Flounder said. Coral thought about how she had visited the sunken ship and gone to the surface, and the things she never thought she could do, all because of Ariel. Now her friend was counting on her. All right, Coral said slowly. I'll do it. I'll do it, she said. That night, when Coral peeked out from the backstage, she nearly fainted. The entire kingdom was there. Everybody was there. Look at that, everybody. Including her parents and her brothers and her sisters. King Triton and Ariel sat in the royal box. See, that's the royal box right there. Can you see? Where her and King Triton are sitting over there, and everybody's there. Everybody. When it was time, Coral took a breath and swam on stage. As the orchestra started playing, she sang softly. But as she went on, Coral's voice got louder. Before she knew it, the concert was over and the audience began to clap and cheer. Coral, said Sebastian, smiling, you can give away your cymbals. From now on, you're going to be a court singer. And she must have sang so pretty. Pretty. Your grandpa can sing too. After the show, Ariel went to congratulate her friend, and she found Coral with her family. She said, I didn't know you could sing like that. And one of Coral's sisters exclaimed, no one would ever have known if it wasn't for Ariel, replied Coral. She believed in me. Ariel couldn't speak, but she gave Coral a big hug, and it had been a wonderful evening, see? Everybody was happy, and they were hugging each other and having a good time, and they were drinking pop and eating candy and cake and all the good stuff. Anyway, girls, Grandpa loves you. You have a good night, okay? That's the story for today. And I love you with all my heart, sweetie pies. And so does this Jurassic Park guy. Good night, my babies.